Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 7th episode of Something Casual
With Danny and Trey.
Ooh. We have our special guest here coming live from Georgia. Another one. How you doing, Dom?
What's up, y'all?
So we're going to go ahead and break this down. This is going to be our special month.
Yeah, it's something casual, you know? Something casual like logging into Ancestry.com and finding out you and your girl are related.
Ooh, been there, done that.
Yeah.
Or something casual like playing Marco Polo with a mute kit.
Yeah.
And you win every time.
Every time you're like, you got to give me something to work with, man. Give me something.
So say something. I can't find you unless you speak.
That's fucked.
It's fun.
Why would you do that?
It's just fun.
I know. It's something casual.
Yeah, something casual. So, first we want to give a shout out again to our fans. We just reached a huge milestone today. 300 listens.
300 listens. It's been great.
Awesome.
It's only been a month.
Only a month.
Literally today is a month.
And 300 people are, well, yeah. 600 followers on Instagram.
It's going great. Want to thank Dom for being the first,
Dom was the original OG
supporter of us.
So we want to thank you for that, Dom.
Hey, man, we've been trying to make this happen since, episode 1. Seriously, episode 1.
Facts.
I'm glad we can make it happen.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I'm so excited.
I am. So you guys can follow us on Instagram with @somethingcasualpodcast with an S at the end.
Podcasts.
Yeah. And
we changed it.
Yeah, we had to change it. Give us questions, feedback. Dom had a really great thing. If you guys just want to go ahead and ask us questions, and we'll answer them. Give us something like, would you rathers? That'd be a really good one for the next episode.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, so just would you guys rather? And then we'll just take our turns, answering them.
Yeah, eat Oreos out of my ass or eat Oreos out of my ass.
I'm going with 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't lose. It's a win-win.
That's why I love you. That's not gay.
Bro. Not gay. So, I want to get straight into it. Dom, tell me about this show that you watch faithfully called My 600-Pound Life.
Man, well, I first saw it a couple years ago, right?
Yeah.
you're flipping channels. You're trying to find something to watch. And you see this big bitch on TV, right? And you wonder, how do you get that big?
I don't get it either because I'm it's I don't know. It's just that's fucking huge. You're getting craned out of your house. Firemen, there's two there's 2 whole teams of firemen that are trying to bring you out of your house.
If there's a fire, you're fucked. I'm not
fucked.
coming to get you.
Yeah.
Roll, bitch. Roll. Stop, drop. You don't have to stop or
too
drop.
much momentum.
She's coming. You got this giant ball of fire of just fat. So,
But yeah, so you're watching it, right?
It's just at some point you get to that point of no return,
Mm-hmm.
Once you get 300 plus pounds, there's no coming back from that.
I've seen people come back from 300 plus pounds. So.
Yeah, it's called 600-Pound Life.
It's a great show.
That's the whole premise of the show.
Yeah. I mean, you're big when you go to the surgeon and they say, all right, before you can lose weight, you got to lose some weight.
It's we need you to lose weight before we can start losing weight. It's well, how the fuck do I do that?
What?
Lose weight.
How do I do that?
Yeah. Dieting. They tell you to diet.
Okay.
So eat less calories, right? Is it about calories?
It's movement. Any kind of movement. And not eating.
Just not to the
as
fridge,
bad.
yeah.
Just
go
not
to the fridge and back.
God damn it.
I mean, it's that should be the show, though. You should be the surgeon, because every time on that, they say, you're too big. You're too big for us to cut into you. Your heart's not going to make it, right? So that should be the show. Is it's just, hey, we're going to get you to lose weight, give you 60 to 90 days. You got to cut 100 pounds. And then when you do it and you go back, they say, see, you don't need surgery. You can do it yourself.
Wow.
That's what you need to do.
A motivational.
Yeah.
Speaking of 90 day, Do you watch 90 Day Fiance?
I was like 90 Day what? I've seen it.
90 Days of huge dick.
Just getting pounded for 90 days.
Yeah, it's a weird show.
Yeah.
It's on a weird channel.
Yeah. Wait,
Porn-
the 90
Pornhub.
Pornhub, yeah. Just 90 days of just getting your back blown out.
Anyway, so yeah.
So tell me about this show, 90 Day Fiance.
The 90 Day Fiance. So
do you watch it or no?
I've seen it a couple times.
Okay.
I have. So you see people try to meet someone, they're desperate,
Right.
and then
Sounds like my show.
yes, your type of show. I think the one episode I saw was you. You're on it. So
oh shit,
with my
that was you, dude.
With my 600-pound wife.
Yeah.
Or fiance.
So she lost the weight and then dumped your ass. It was over. It was over in 90
She
days.
got two
too.
checks from 2 shows, so
Yeah.
dude.
Facts.
it is what it is. She's a winner.
Double the pizza. But yeah, go ahead. What were you saying?
So no, I've only seen it a couple times.
They're
But,
desperate ass people, right?
There are. There's other shows. Not just that one. There's multiple shows. Like there's another one with what is it, like My Russian Order Bride, or you know, the mail
My
order
mail-
brides?
like
yeah,
mail order
yeah,
brides?
Okay.
yeah.
What's that all about?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
It's like there's all these shows.
I don't know, man.
It's
Tell
like-
me, Dom.
Yeah.
Tell me, Dom. What's that all about?
Everybody's trying to fuck somebody. You know?
Damn. Quote of the day.
Yeah,
If you don't leave this podcast learning something, at least you get a quote of everybody's trying to fuck something.
Everybody's trying to fuck something at the end of the day.
That's how I
mean,
feel about it. You know?
Yeah.
But I did have this question that's
Okay.
been weighing on my mind.
What is it?
If you can change your accent
Oh, god damn
to any accent in the world, what would it be, and give me an impersonation of you trying to hit on the gender of the opposite sex? Pickup line. Let's go. Let's start with you, Dom.
Oh man, I gotta give this one some thought.
All right.
I haven't thought about this one. There's so many different accents you can choose from.
It's so beautiful accents.
it. Oi, lady.
Is that British?
Do you not? Yeah. It was an attempt at British. I'm Mexican. What the fuck do you expect?
Hey, go. I'll be the female.
How much does a polar bear weigh?
How much?
What the fuck was that? That was worse than
I
mine.
don't know. What is that? I'm Scottish.
Your eyes fucking went side to side just trying to think of what you were.
Yeah, Hungarian. Well, just gotta say it like that. But
How much does a polar bear weigh?
How much?
Enough to break the ice. Hi, I'm Daniel.
Nice to meet you.
All right.
If I had a voice, obviously, I think the sexiest voice out there is Nigerian.
Yeah. I would not agree with that one, but
You're
I would
serious?
say, yeah. Well, go ahead, give us a sample of
Okay,
it.
Nigerian.
Yeah.
You motherfucker, bitch, come here. Come here, sit in my face now. Like, that's sexy. It's demanding.
Yeah,
Women
it's
love
romantic.
men that are in
It's
control.
romantic. It's definitely enabling or embracing women.
Yeah, exactly. Women like that stuff. I know for a fact.
Yeah.
No.
Wait, how do you know for a fact?
Like whenever I go out and hit on women,
Yeah.
I usually use a Nigerian voice just in case it doesn't work.
Yeah, you just call them bitches the whole time.
I mean, I don't,
But you
excuse
really-
me, hold on, let me rephrase that,
You really
ladies.
You really said bitch though?
I mean,
But
I
you
try.
said- but you
I
said-
mean, it's not bitch. It's
But
like,
you said bitch though.
no. It's like, come here, ladies. Come here. Come. I would like to speak to you. You smell like zebra. You remind me of my country. And it usually works. Probably like 10% of the time.
I feel like with that you gotta add more noises into it too.
Like
Like rapper noises, you know, like you're doing that, and then in the middle you just go like in the middle of what you're saying.
Come here, right now.
Exactly.
Damn, that made
It's
it
like
so much better.
It is. It's like Ross,
100%.
like Cool Runnings, dude.
Oh,
Like I would want.
that's a great
I would want
movie.
like a Cool Runnings accent.
Okay,
Can you do one?
Give me your impersonation
get one.
of a Jamaican accent.
Oh, Jamaican accent.
Yeah.
The anticipation.
Yeah.
You gotta let the build up.
Okay. I wish I had ice in this.
Rastafari man. Hey, girl, get your cheeks over here, girl. Get those cheeks over here, girl.
What makes that so
Boy,
funny?
you gotta throw that in there too.
What makes that so funny is, for you guys that don't know, Dom is white. So
Oh, damn. How dare you put him on blast like that?
no, that's hilarious. Everyone knows you're Mexican. Everyone knows I'm black. So right now we look like a Bob Ross fucking paintboard.
Oh, speaking of Bob Ross, I love
Oh, I
Bob Ross.
love Bob Ross.
Do you love Bob Ross?
I do.
Oh,
What's your
Yeah.
favorite color of Bob Ross?
What did you just say? What is my favorite color of Bob Ross?
is there a black Bob
Oh yeah.
Ross?
Yeah,
That
now
would-
that I
would
hear
be
the
it.
question back, I'm like, yeah,
That
that
would
was a
be it.
stupid question. But what's your favorite color Bob Ross uses?
Oh man.
Okay, mine's phthalo blue. That's all I wanted to say.
That's cool.
Phthalo blue.
Yeah.
Is that a color?
It is.
Yeah.
What is it, like light or dark? What kind of? Are you gonna show me right
I'm
now?
gonna show you. Hold on one
Yeah,
second.
show
You're gonna
him
show me?
phthalo blue. I personally like forest green, like when he's doing the little mountains right above the river.
There you go.
And there's that forest in the back right before you, and he's just like, "What you want to do right here is you want to go ahead."
Is he
and just-"
Mexican?
Yeah.
Well, according to you, he has different colors. I don't know what Bob
Oh,
Ross.
so
is.
you're watching the brown Bob Ross.
The brown.
That's why I asked. I was like, there's probably multiple Bob
Probably
Rosses.
is. Yeah,
I
yeah.
just
You go to
picture
any
this-
country, there's a Bob Ross photo.
This Bob Ross with a tan,
Great
a
afro,
mustache.
though.
Yeah.
A great
afro.
afro.
Yeah.
There's the Nigerian one.
Senor, what you going to do is you're going to take Azul and you're going to dab,
That's
and
it.
it's just
Phthalo
right
blue.
there.
I'm
That's
gonna paint
phthalo.
these trees, boy.
A Jamaican Bob Ross. Boop.
He's sick.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious.
He's on Netflix now, so that's what I go to sleep to.
Bob Ross.
Bob Ross.
Just the brush strokes of Bob Ross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The strokes of Bob Ross.
Yeah, I can
You
see that.
sound like you probably beat your dick to Bob Ross.
Should fucking tell everyone my business. God damn it.
Like you're just like,
God damn it. The tree looks
Yeah,
so
right
happy.
when he finishes those trees, dude.
The
that's when
tree
you
looks-
finish.
that's the finish.
Yeah.
The tree
You
looks
guys-
so
yeah.
happy.
You guys both finish at the same time.
Fuck, that was good.
That was really good. What you
Hey,
got for me, Dan?
do you guys remember when Pitbull was on every song?
every
Every
like,
fucking song.
every remix is
Like,
Pitbull.
it was like Gabriel Iglesias or not. No, that's a stand-up comic. Was it
Yeah.
Enrique?
Yeah.
Enrique
Enrique.
Iglesias?
Yeah.
Enrique Iglesias was like, baby, I like it.
Baby, I like it.
Yeah.
The way you-" Yeah, that was my
And then
shit.
there was like a Pitbull fucking verse for no reason.
Oh,
Yeah.
that shit right there.
See no evil. It's like, for what? But anyway, yeah, I was watching like old ass YouTube videos the other day, and I was like, fuck.
Where did he go?
Yeah, Pitbull was in every single fucking song.
That's crazy.
For a moment. It was like
Yeah.
T-Pain for a moment, and then it was like Akon for a moment, and then it was like Pitbull for a moment. But I just noticed that. And I just wanted to share with you again.
Yeah,
I
he doesn't
love
really
that.
he doesn't really make anything anymore. If they drop off like that, it's either because they just don't do anything anymore, or they turn into like a businessman. You know what I mean?
Oh, they
like
gotta
he's
make
probably
music
like
instead
fucking
of-
flipping houses or some shit right now.
This is
And
flipping
selling
houses
coke.
with your boy
Yeah.
Pitbull.
Yeah.
That's
Flip a
like,
flop.
Dale!
all right.
dos, tres. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, dos,
Mother, I'm dying over here. So I have this weird thing that I like to do. Now this is weird,
Yeah.
but everyone has this. So I'm gonna ask you guys this question too. When I am done having sex,
Mm-hmm.
I love to go to Walmart. So this is called an after sex quirk. Everyone has one. I'll give you a couple examples of common: smoking a cigarette,
Yeah.
going to sleep,
Yeah.
taking a shower.
Okay, you said all three of mine, so.
You just do all three in the shower.
In the shower,
You
yeah.
sleeping
While I'm sleeping, yeah.
in the
I've
shower.
almost died like 4 times. No, yeah.
What is your weird after quirk sex? Let's go with you,
After
Dom.
sex quirk.
Excuse me. I'm a little buzzed.
Man,
It's
so
alright. I said Bob Ross was fucking multiple colors, so it's alright. We'll keep it going.
for me, every time I finish, like, it's it's almost it would be the equivalent of like winning a wrestling match, right?
Right.
So like, I finish, I stand up. And I'm like, I start flexing, right? I do that every time. Every time. Serious. Start flexing like, yeah, right?
Like I fucking
And
did
then
it.
sometimes we'll do like, what's it called? So not the windmill, right? The windmill is like flopping the shit around, but just like
Helicopter.
slapping side to side, just like,
the
you know?
Oh, okay,
Door
got it.
stopper.
What's that? Is that what? Yeah, I do that.
I didn't
one.
know that was the name.
I
There was a
didn't
name
either,
for
but
it.
I don't think it's
sounds like
the
and now
door
I can't get
slapper,
that
door
image.
stopper,
Yeah.
door slapper. You're just up there slapping doors. No. Yeah, so flex muscles, go to the mirror. Like,
Wait, I didn't have to
and
pull
then-
it out to do this right now?
It's so gross. Put it away.
Okay, sorry. Sorry, Dom.
No, you're right. No. That
Welcome
was
to
it.
welcome to the podcast.
Yeah, thank you.
So,
Thank you.
I don't know why, but when you said wrestling, so it's like you're doing it, and then I see this referee just come out of nowhere right when you're about to finish.
Out of the closet.
1, 2, and then just like raise your hand out in the air, and then like you just got this audience behind you cheering.
Like, yeah.
Your theme song comes on. Like,
Yeah, dude. I need to get like a bell right in the
yeah, exactly.
Ding, ding,
Somebody
ding, ding,
comes
ding.
and puts the belt on you while you're flexing.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet. That's a great quirk to have after.
That's what I do. 100% of the time. I do it
Don't
every
say
time.
Every time.
I do it every time.
Okay.
I do it every time.
Damn.
Then you have to have a weird one. You're not smoking
I don't-
cigarettes and stuff.
No, I don't know if I have a weird one. I just knock the fuck out, really.
Really?
But I don't know my after sex quirk.
Really?
Yeah. I'm pretty fucking boring.
I go to Walmart, bro.
You go to Walmart every single time?
I have to.
Do you wash up first or like what's the process?
Okay, so the process is as soon as I'm done, right?
You wash your dick.
It's more like a lot of breathing because I'm tired. I can give you a good 5-10 minutes. Yeah, no. And she's just like, cool, like thanks. I'm just like,
She's just gathering her things and going out the door.
Right, and I'm like, where are you going? She's like, well, I thought we were done. I was like, no, we still got to go to Walmart. Like, I want snacks. So,
I guess mine is like watch Bob Ross afterwards. So I
But
really
that's what
so I
got you
really
hot first.
no, so I really finish after because I was just faking it the whole time. Right, I was just like, yeah. And then
about Bob Ross, right?
And then I go back to the toilet, and I'm like, Netflix right on my phone, just like ready for Bob Ross.
She's like, you've been in there a little bit long. You okay?
I'm not gonna nut if I don't see some happy trees.
That's it.
Happy clouds.
Yeah.
This world is yours. You can do whatever the fuck you want with it.
So fucking happy. Fuck yeah. Happy fucking tree. Fucking clouds.
God, this world is so beautiful.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't really have like a really weird one. Okay. I'm pretty normal. I just like either vape or smoke afterwards, and then knock the fuck out.
That's
or
fair.
a shower.
I think I fell asleep a couple times, and then I woke up like, fuck, I wish I went to Walmart.
Yeah,
Like,
that's tough.
it is,
I'm
dude.
sorry.
I got a question for you guys.
Ooh.
So
I love this.
Let me turn the mic.
Have you ever been caught beating off?
Yes.
And by whom? And tell us the story.
Dre, you
And
took
how many times?
Dre, yours is probably gonna be really good. So
Yeah,
You've probably been caught many times, right?
Yeah, many.
I mean, because
No,
it's a numbers game. You beat off 4 to 5 times a day. You're bound to get caught.
Right? Yeah, teenagers.
I mean,
Right. All right. So
any age, man.
I'll
Or
be honest
yesterday.
with you.
Yeah,
Or
he
yesterday.
could have caught you beating off either day, dude.
So back in my
Before we
younger,
started this- before we started this, I was like, oh,
I got
God
to.
damn it, Dre.
That's why you were in your room so long. Oh, me? Yeah.
Oh.
I just do it downstairs. So before living back with my grams, I had to leave my door open. So I was like afraid to beat my shit because I couldn't ever hear her coming. So I'm like, you're this
Really?
horny teenager. Yeah, dude. So
Sorry, I'm
there's-
laughing at that because just the way you worded it was like,
What would I say? Beat my
Can-
You,
shit.
you can never hear grandma coming, dude.
I'm like a fucking school kid, just like
So
I mean,
I
can't
would-
hear his- he
it's
can't
hard
hear
to
his grandma
dude.
coming.
You got that sneaky ass bitch in her soft little shoes and her robe, just walking up the
Well,
fucking
so
carpeted
like-
steps, dude.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I had these VHSs of porn, right? And I had a VCR in my house.
How old
so
are
I
you,
would, I'm like
okay, go on.
15, 16. So, I'd play it, and I'd wait to get really hot and ready. That's the word. I'd get really hot and ready, and
Little
I'd run
Caesars.
to the bathroom.
Yeah,
You
Little
get-
Caesar
I'd get
stole
really.
your-
I
they
like
stole
that.
your slogan, dude.
Yeah. I'd get Little Caesar. You know what I'm saying? And so I'd run to the bathroom with this hot and ready box, and I'd fake a shower, right? So what I would do was I would turn on the water and then and I just sit on the toilet, do my thing. Dude, I took 3 to 4 showers a day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Until
That's a
one
lot.
day my grandma was like, "Why are you taking so many goddamn showers?"
Yeah.
So I'm taking my shower, quotations.
Mm-hmm.
She opens up the door to try to get some toothpaste. Boom. Grandma, no! Ah! If you don't get your little nasty ass in the goddamn shower. I was like, and she told everybody. So this thing
Yeah.
grandmas do, they just like to get on the phone and gossip.
Yeah.
Everybody in my family knew I was beating my dick, dude. And
That's wild.
it's tough. Being the dick beater.
Did you come?
Right when she walked in,
As soon as you said,
grandma, no.
Yeah, it's bad, like her walking in on you, but like
then finishing
seeing it shoot out is worse. She actually sees you coming. I mean,
Literally.
she sees dick in hand. Like that's bad enough.
Yeah, and then just
But if because she saw it, your grandma saw your nut face, dude.
my veins are popping up my neck, shoulders lowered. Stop.
it's like something about Mary. It's like on her ear and shit.
Like nothing.
But no, I don't know. Mine would be like my ex, because I'd just be in the restroom and I'd try to be sneaky and be like, "Oh, I'm taking a shit,"
Right.
and then
You forget to turn the volume down on your phone.
yeah, yeah.
What was
You
that?
gotta connect it to that Bluetooth speaker downstairs.
Fuck, that'd be
That's tough,
fun.
bro.
But yeah, no.
Fuck me with that big black cock. Like
Just
what?
like- It's like hearing it from downstairs. You're like,
Yeah.
oh fuck.
Yeah, you fucked up.
But no, yeah, I was in that restroom right there.
Oh, that bathroom right there.
Yeah, and then she just
walked
like
in on you.
she opened the door. Well, I didn't really close the door because I didn't want to make it seem like I was. Like,
You just hiding something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was like partially closed.
Okay.
Like partially closed, not like
Yeah, just
closed
wide
and
the fuck
not
open.
wide the fuck open.
Yeah.
But like it was partially
Enter
closed.
if you dare.
And then it was late and she was upstairs, and then it was like, oh, I'm good. It's like
I got
11
time.
It's like 11, 12.
Yeah.
Like she's asleep.
You
And
just
I was
sit there.
working. I was working nights, so I was like, yep. And
Just
then
keep telling the story.
Okay. No, I just wanted that to like go for about 3 to 5 seconds.
My cheek can't handle that. That'd be
That's
awesome.
what she said. So yeah, I was in there, and then like she just came down out of nowhere and just opened it, and I was just like, oh shit. And she's like, what are you doing? I was like, you know what I'm doing. It's obvious. I had my phone in my hand and my dick in my hand, so it was pretty obvious. And
You could be recording music.
yeah, you're right. Yeah, I
Using your
just-
dick as a microphone.
yeah, no, I was like actually making little sounds for beats and shit. So that's how we got this great intro. So you think there's snares and shit? No, it's just me beating
Just
it.
straight
So, yeah.
dick beating. What about you, Dom?
Do it one more time. I can't do it. My cheeks are too fat.
That's what she said.
Great.
Go ahead,
I mean,
Dom. Let's hear
mine's
the
kind of
story.
similar to yours. It's kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
Except it was my current wife. So that's the only time I've been caught that I can think of. Didn't get caught by old granny or fucking.
Yeah, that one's tough.
But
I
That's
have
embarrassing.
I have gotten caught by my mom multiple times.
multiple times. You didn't learn your lesson
Not-
after
Not-
number one.
Okay,
On the roof,
Yeah.
backyard,
let me explain.
garage.
Not jerking it, but having sex.
Okay, we've all been caught having
Yeah.
sex.
So, before you go off on me, let me speak.
All right, go ahead, Dom. Finish.
No, it was the same kind of situation, man, in the bathroom. But I fucked up. So you had the door cracked a little bit, right? So you didn't
Yes.
close it all the way. I had that shit wide open.
Didn't give a fuck.
Didn't give a fuck. Because we had a 2-story house, right? So I was up top. She was downstairs. I was like, it's gonna get a little beat on real quick.
Yeah.
Get a little beat on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
So yeah, I went upstairs and started going at it. And same kind of thing, man. I mean, when they walk in on you, it's obvious. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can't.
You got dick in one hand, phone in the other hand, dude.
You can't hide it.
You can't play it off. And she was disgusted.
Yeah,
She was pretty, but it's like, I feel like maybe I'm in a situation because of you. You know, like if I mean, it's like if maybe if we would have done something earlier.
Give me the ass.
Yeah. Just
maybe don't be asleep right now.
Yeah.
So I don't feel bad waking you up mid
Actually,
sleep.
that is a great question.
Okay.
What is the right way to initiate sex when she's already asleep?
To let her sleep.
Such a rapey question.
Yeah. All right.
Let's keep it going.
So what hole do you put it in while she's sleeping?
Yes.
All right. So all right. Let me fix that question. Fixate.
I don't think that's a word.
I'm making up words here.
Okay, got it.
That's gonna be on our shirts. Fixate.
I'm gonna fixate that shit.
So, like, let's just say your significant other is asleep, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is the proper way to wake them up?
Okay.
To initiate sexual acts.
Okay, I get what he's saying. I get what he's asking.
Like, there's either the grind where you can like grind on them from the back, or there's the shoulder tap. Hey.
You flick him. You flick him in the ear, and you're. Like,
she's like, "What the fuck?"
And he just throw that dick in. So she's distracted momentarily.
Yeah.
And
she's like,
fuck. Yeah,
and then you're good to go.
Or we can do the slip and slide. It's like you just spit all over it, get it all lubed up, and just.
That sounds like rape.
Okay. All right, hold on.
You spin it and you get it all lubed up. You throw on the mask and then you just go for it. You just go. No, I think
this isn't my house.
You just
you're like, oh shit.
You're not my wife.
Whose kids are these?
Okay. All right. So, I personally say the grind.
I think the grind. Okay, I do the grind too.
Well,
if we're both, sorry, okay, no, no. But if we're both asleep,
how the fuck?
Like if we're both asleep, hold on. If we're both asleep and I wake up, right,
rock hard,
and like I'm hard, and then I just like
flex.
That. like Dom after just like with his fucking biceps up.
Your dick just has biceps.
So like if we're both asleep and then I wake up hard and shit and I want to do it, then it's just like I kind of turn over, I cuddle, but then like
but you can feel that hard ass dick,
yeah. And then that's like an initiation for it. And I don't really kind of grind on her or anything, but I just do that.
You just kind of
and then
hit her right in the kidney.
Stab. But yeah, no. I mean that's what I would do.
Yeah. Well, you just gotta kind of like fake the massage, right? You go up there like, oh, I'm gonna start like rubbing on you, like
okay,
I'm trying to massage you.
Right.
But she knows you're bullshitting.
Right.
But like, it's fucking 3 a.m. You're trying to give me a back rub. Like, come on. You gotta rub the shoulders. Rub the back a little bit. Get her juices flowing. Yeah.
Juices flowing.
You gotta get the juices flowing. Yeah. There you go.
I wish we had a female's perspective on
that'd be great, but
that'd be really great. No, we don't.
Maybe the next episode.
Yeah. But speaking of that female perspective, we did have a question.
We did have a question. That's right. They posted it on our Apple podcast.
Right. And like you said, guys, if you guys have any questions or anything,
voice message.
Voices message.
It's all right. We know where you are.
Go ahead, Danny. Take over from here.
Take off your headphones. Go get another drink.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
If you guys can donate, please,
to the voices message. For our liquor fund, as you can hear. Well, you can't hear because there's nothing in it. If you guys could donate to our liquor fund. Yeah, I know. I can't even do mine.
Do that stuff. That would be great. But yeah, go ahead. Take over from here, Danny.
All right. So I have a review on iTunes, Apple Podcasts. So this is from Miss Chevelle, 95.
95.
95.
Ooh. 90s is the best.
Yeah. No, not really.
Nah.
So this goes. So this is my go-to listen now while I'm getting ready for work. You guys are hilarious and have some pretty off-the-wall subjects. Since the last podcast asked some very interesting. Oh, my phone went down. Interesting questions about a woman's capabilities of handling. I have a question. Mm-hmm. What does your first impression have to be of a female for her to pass into the quote hookup zone? Some complex thinkers would like to know. Keep the funny coming, guys. Thank you, Chevelle.
Thank you, Chevelle, for the question. Excellent fucking question. So you're asking what, like, we look at where we're just like, oh, she's so hot, I want to smash. Vice versa. Oh, man, like, I really want to be with this chick. First look appearances, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, marriage material.
Marriage
right?
material.
Yeah.
So me personally, I look at goals and ambition. But you also...
Them titties are goals. That ass is ambition.
I love it. So I would say like goals and ambition, but you also have to follow through. Like if I see you're working hard, you're going somewhere, you're trying at least, even if I'd say have a low wage job, but you're like, I'm saving up to do this. I'm doing that and this. To me, that's like automatic pass hookup zone. I'm not just trying to smash. But if you're not and you're just cute on Instagram and I scroll, I'm like, oh, she's hot, I'd smash. Like, so that's me, my preference. Like goals and ambition, bank.
I would say how she carries herself in front of me and in front of others. That's how I would.
Like, are you saying like with her clothes or
just
about her
overall
attitude?
In general?
Okay.
Like how a person carries himself. And I think that would be like my set it like apart from the others,
right?
As like how they can carry themselves and like also like their understanding and their ability to I can't really explain that.
Shake that ass.
Yeah, that's what I was going with that. Yeah.
Bubble butt.
Bubble
butt.
Shake that ass.
Shake
Bitch,
that ass,
bitch. No, I agree. Both great points. Both great points. So the question was kind of, she has a first impression, right? So I think it takes a little bit more than the first impression. So it's not just visual, right? You guys both said that it's not a visual thing,
right?
But I like the carrying yourself. I like the goals and ambitions, because that's huge for me. I want someone that is going to make me a better person, and I'm going to make them a better person. So, for example, like you said, goals and ambitions,
That's a
right?
better answer.
That's a way better answer than
well, I've had like with my current wife, we built each other up, right?
Right.
He's like, you need to go back to school. You need to get your degree. I said, I agree with you. Let's do that. So I started going to school. She went back to school. So we keep just going back to school, better in our lives, better in our career, and like just having someone that's gonna make you better as a person throughout your whole life, right? It makes you not change you, because you don't want someone to change you, but to be there to encourage you, right?
I like that.
And that's great.
To set you up. That's what it's all about. So it's not first impression, but
Family Feud #1 answer.
that is.
Bing! #1 answer.
Steve Harvey. Can you do a Steve Harvey?
Now, why the hell would that be on the board?
Oh, that was really good. I like
man.
that.
Jesus
I just need
Christ.
the mustache.
Okay, let's talk about that mustache though.
The Steve Harvey one?
Yeah,
Or mine?
no, yours is garbage. Like, compared to Steve Harvey's.
Oh, yeah.
I'm saying like,
this is
that
like-
motherfucker looks fake.
It's like a caterpillar
it's
living
perfect.
in a
It's perfect.
It's like
yours is nice too. I'm just
Thanks,
saying
man.
with Steve Harvey, man.
Yeah, I can't compare.
Like
can't.
that dude is insane. That
You could, like, pluck it right off.
That is the yeah. It's like one of those fake mustaches kids have like
Potato
wear on
head.
Halloween and shit.
Oh,
yeah.
shit. Yeah, it does exactly
just
look like
boop,
that.
Just right on there,
Ooh,
dude.
speaking of Halloween.
It is almost October.
It's almost
right
October.
around the fucking corner.
Are you guys ready? Did you guys decorate a lot when you were younger? Your house, like
We had
in August, September. Are you one of those that puts up decorations like super early?
No, we're not white.
Yeah, no.
That's true.
White
we
people
put them
love that
we put them
shit.
up in July.
It's almost fall season. It's almost autumn.
You take down those and put up Christmas decorations. Right
Yeah, it's all one thing. But yeah, speaking of Halloween,
like me growing up, I was growing up really religious and shit. So Halloween was always seen as like Satan's birthday and shit. So it was like,
is that Satan's birthday?
I don't know.
Does he have it? I don't care.
Does he have a birthday?
I don't
Does he have a
know.
birthday?
That's what I was always told when I was
Happy
little.
birthday,
So
Satan.
I didn't really always go like I would be able to dress up. And
You could dress up.
I could dress
Like,
up.
Can you go trick or treating too?
Yeah, I can go
Okay.
trick or treating, but decorating the house and shit, nah.
But
Like-
there was certain things that were off limits for dressing up,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So Satan, you can dress up as
Yeah,
Satan,
you can't
obviously.
dress
Yeah.
up.
That's a good. That's
Yeah.
a no.
Yeah.
But
It
you
was
can be
like-
an angel on Halloween.
Yeah.
I've never seen a dude angel, so I'm gonna go ahead and say
There's
they
a good
probably
amount
have-
of them.
I mean, obviously,
Let's
but-
not go into that anyway.
Yeah.
So anyway, Halloween's coming up, right?
It is.
Okay, you were
And-
saying.
Yeah. I would like to make this a little bit spookier and crazy and.
Oh, so you want to
freakish
do like the next month of podcasts?
of scary stuff.
Scary stuff.
Like,
Okay, we can do
you
that.
know, ghost stories, conspiracies.
All right, guys, tune
And
in.
lucky for us today, Dom has a major in criminal justice.
You do.
I do. That's correct.
So he
Good
likes,
answer. Number one answer.
That is
So
correct.
he likes murders and shit. Like he doesn't like them, but
I
he
mean,
likes them.
I've never done it before.
That's a good answer.
Good answer.
Good answer. Number one answer.
But
Can I see
I
never
do-
murdered before? That's the number two answer.
Yeah,
Sorry.
number two. So I
Yeah,
don't
that's
know what
not
number
great.
one is, but yeah. So I definitely have a question on this. You guys study the minds, and you break down everything. How does one? I won't say become a murderer, but is one born into it, or does it just naturally happen over time?
How do you make a murderer?
How do you make a murderer?
Well, I'm glad you guys asked because I can answer that question.
Ooh, I
Okay,
like it.
great.
So, it really just depends. There's so many different factors of, turning into a murderer. Like, it seems like the most common factor, the common denominator between, not just killers, right? It has to be like mass murderers or like serial killers,
Right.
where they have some depravity, right? Like they're sick in the head. Like it seems like a lot of it stems from childhood, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like the majority of them have some fucked up childhood.
So,
So
like-
it's not like they didn't go to some fucking private school
Yeah.
and came up and never did drugs and never did anything. They always have something like
So you think it's like some kind of trauma that?
some kind of trauma. Like you got fucked by someone in your family,
Yeah.
or you got beat, or your parents didn't care about you and treated you like shit, or maybe you saw something when you were younger. You saw like violence in the household or something like that.
And you just thought that was suitably okay.
Yeah, it's just like that became the norm. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That was like the norm.
So
for
do you think it's a learned
Trait.
or do you think that it's like murderers are born?
So like the whole nature versus nurture, right? Like
Yeah,
bringing
yeah,
that
yeah.
up,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
Which
Okay.
which can play into anything, I guess. With anything, I think it's like a mixture. It's a mixture.
It's a little bit of both. Yeah.
Like my
but
drink.
I think a little bit of this,
of-
little bit of that. It's running low over there.
Yeah, we both are.
So-
let's not encourage that.
I know. I got the whiskey and the beer. Double fisting right now. I think it's a mixture of both, but really the upbringing like really plays a role into it.
Mhm.
You always hear about like just fucked up shit that happened in their childhood, and then from there you start to see the signs. You see a lot of a lot of the signs they talk about for people that are turning into like violence and like maybe could be a serial killer.
Right.
You get into, you know, like hurting animals,
So you're saying
or
like
like
signs.
arson, like starting fires.
Right.
Like that's kind of a sign. Like people don't normally do that. You know, they're not like obsessed with
Like, what are you
fire all
doing?
the time.
Yeah. What are you doing? Just
Yeah.
fucking this bird.
I was
Yeah,
a little
just
I was a little
beating the shit out
pyro.
of this cat.
I was a
Yeah.
little pyro when I was like younger.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody has a little bit. I mean, my son's the same way.
Yeah.
He fucking
Yeah.
loves fire, man. He was
I love fire.
when
Fire
I'm lighting
created
the
shit.
grill, dude. He's just fucking amazed, man. Like a kid at Christmas. He just wants to watch the flames, dude.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But if he wants to like throw your fucking cat into the grill,
Yeah, that's probably bad.
like that's when it
in-
starts
then you're
getting kind
like,
of crazy.
"Ooh,
You're like,
shit,
"Yeah,
you
let's
gotta
step
watch
back
this
a
one."
little bit, you know, step back.
Yeah.
So
Step back with the cat
Yeah.
yeah,
and don't throw him in the flames, please.
Yeah. But don't do that. So it's like, we
I
talked about.
got a question.
Oh yeah. go
I'm
ahead.
sorry.
No, I love it.
What's your opinion on women being attracted to serial killers like Ted Bundy? You know how like
Yeah,
women
yeah.
wanted like
When
what's
they-
your opinion
when
on
they
that?
like write them in prison, right?
Yeah.
There's some attraction. I don't know. It's just like the same thing that you know when people say that they're into serial killers. It's like right now there's a big like cult following towards like serial killers. You're seeing documentaries come out, books come out. It's just I think it's just like the taboo of it all, right?
Mhm.
It's like it's something you're not supposed to be into. You're not supposed to
Oh, okay.
be into like seeing other people
Like
get
being
killed
okay with
or
it.
or
Okay.
like just being completely fascinated by it. It's fascinating, you know. So I think with them, you know, they see that and it's something they shouldn't be
Do you-
attracted to, but they get pulled into it.
Do you think it's like a power thing of like that they hold so much power because they were able to
The serial killer does,
Yeah.
so they want that.
or no
They want to
like
be dominated
they're
by the
attracted,
serial killer.
like the
Yeah.
the woman sees the serial killer have so much power because he killed so many people.
Yeah, and it's not even just about that. Like they'll be into the serial killers that are like raping and murdering like females,
Right, yeah,
right?
that's
So
what I've
like
heard.
they're taking advantage and like killing women, but then you got some crazy fucking bitch writing in like trying to holler at him and get married to him, and it happens all the time. Like I don't know what draws them in.
I know it.
Yeah,
And
you're
I
the
can't even
special
get
one.
a text back.
Yeah.
You got to kill some people, bro. That's
Yeah,
really
I mean,
that's really what it
I
is.
guess that's what it is.
All right, another one. What's the worst story you've heard, or like thing you've witnessed about like a serial killer or like murder or like a murder story? Kind of.
That I know personally.
Not well.
No.
Just like
see,
in.
is that-
Well,
I'll
it,
tell-
either,
Whoa, hold
either
on.
or,
Yeah,
either
wait,
or.
you know some shit personally. You ain't got to.
I mean,
Hey,
you-
non-disclosure.
No, I ain't gonna name names, but I'll tell you a story growing up. It's not, it's fucked up.
Okay.
Okay, we're all listening.
And personal story. So
Cover your eyes, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, stop listening right now if
Oh,
you're
no.
squeamish.
Yeah.
Take
This
your
is a
kids.
warning.
Take your kids into the other room.
Yeah, this is a warning. From this point on, it is going to get very visually graphic. So please, hide your kids, hide your
Auditorially.
wife,
Auditorially.
and get ready for some popcorn and listen.
I mean, if talking about the
Why are we whispering?
Because it got real creepy.
yeah, I mean, if talking about the 13-inch dick bandit didn't send your kids out the room.
God damn it! He brought him up.
If this is the time
That
now,
bitch just-
I want to have one podcast where we don't bring
Yeah.
up the 13-inch.
It just-
Not
it
going to happen.
God damn it.
I just scared the shit out of me. All right. I just shit myself.
Okay, what's the
Moving
you
story?
can't. That long dick just sneaks into the podcast every time, dude.
Bro, just the long dick just sitting
that
in
big
the
ass
corner.
dick just comes in every time.
Yeah. Like you say 13-inch Bennett 3 times in the mirror with the lights off, and then you cut
Yeah.
it on and he's right there.
That big dick's just right there
Right
swinging.
Like, turn the lights on, he's here. Go ahead. No, every girl's going to try
So,
that shit.
so the
So
story.
anyway, yeah. So the serial killer story. So I grew up in Georgia, moved to Arkansas, right?
Mhm.
Arkansas, lived in a little small like podunk town out in Arkansas. And one of my good friends that lived on the block with me, right? He was one of my good friends. I always went over to his house. You know, I'd stay over there with him. You know, we'd have like dinners together with our family and stuff like that. And I even like ate Thanksgiving with him one time, right? So we're real close boys, right? And so his his aunt, right? She had two little kids. One was 3, and I think the other one was 5. And, you know, I knew her. Like, I met her multiple times, and that Thanksgiving I had with them, you know, I met her and the kids. And so she was a nurse, and she ended up killing both of her kids. Like, what she had done was she took some medication. Yeah, she took some medication. I don't remember what it was. I think it was one of the it's like sodium. I don't know, one of the drugs that they use for lethal injections, right? I think it's the one that that stops the heart. I don't remember.
Right.
But so she stole that from work. Came home, and she injected the older kid first, right? But what she didn't know is, like, you have to dilute it. And if you don't dilute it with, like, you know, water or whatever, like normal saline, it's going to hurt really fucking bad. So what she had planned to do was just, like, inject it with him, and it was going to stop his heart. So she injected him without diluting it, and he started, like, screaming, like, going crazy. So she had to suffocate him, like, with a pillow.
Fuck.
Fucking crazy. Meanwhile, the other one, the younger one, I think the 3-year-old.
I'm getting chills in my spine.
It's
right now.
crazy.
Yeah, I don't like that.
It's crazy.
Oh man,
But it's great. It's a great story.
So the younger one, like, she kind of learned from that, you know. So she just had to suffocate her, and she tried to kill herself. So she used the same little concoction, you know, diluted it for her and tried to use it. But she ended up living, and she went through the whole trial and everything. I don't remember why she said she did it. Something that had to do with Jesus, and, you know, didn't want to keep her kids in this world, and, you know, wanted to take them out, and just some crazy shit, right? But she ended up getting convicted, and she got the death sentence, and she got death row.
Yeah.
And they did the lethal injection on her, and it was crazy.
So she got the same shit that she did to
She got the same shit that she tried to do.
that's what you wanted.
That's
though.
crazy.
Yeah,
though.
that's like some true eye for an eye shit.
Right.
You know what
It's
I mean?
like you live by the gun, you die by the gun kind of shit.
It's like that's one that you legitimately deserve it. You know,
Right.
It's horrible nowadays. You hear people, like, getting freed after, like, 20 years because they didn't do it, you know,
Right.
but they're on death row, and somehow they found out that they were innocent. But that's one, like, she admitted to it. It was obviously her.
Right.
And they did her in. I think she was the first woman in Arkansas to be executed since, like, I want to say, like, early 1900s, maybe mid 1900s. It was a long time ago.
Fuck.
So yeah, and they lived right at the end of my block. At least my friend did. So yeah, it was crazy. But that was my first, like,
Kind of.
yeah. That's not what got me into it, you know.
Yeah,
but that
yeah.
was just like that's some shit that'll blow your fucking mind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Especially because it's something you know.
Yeah, I know this lady. I know her. So yeah, it was kind of crazy. But that's the only, like, personal serial killer story. I mean, there's a lot of fucked up ones you hear about, you know.
Right.
Because especially nowadays, like, going in with, you know, podcasts, that's huge. It's like murder podcasts, and, like, trying to free innocent people that are on death row, and but that one's that kind of started it. And
You have any shout outs for
serial
your
killers?
favorite
Yeah.
your favorite serial killer? Yeah, no.
Oh, man. So many
Your
good ones.
Your favorite true crime podcast, if you wouldn't want to, like, put other people on. I mean, besides, like, listening to our shit,
You know,
but,
our shit's
you know,
pretty good,
we're
Yeah, not my favorite podcast, just my favorite true crime podcast. Because you know my number one, obviously.
Oh,
Thanks,
shit.
man. That means a lot.
Yeah, you know I'm one of those 300. That's me all day. All day. You know, there's so many good ones. Like, you know, looking through my podcast apps, that's just all murder podcasts.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
That's crazy.
My favorite murder.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's a pretty fucking good one.
It is. I saw them. I went to the live show.
You saw?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
They came out here. Yeah, they came out here earlier this year.
Did you like it?
Yeah,
It
I
was
got
great.
pictures with them. Yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah, we had VIP package, dude. Yeah,
That's pretty
I was
sick.
all about it, dude.
That's
yeah,
lit.
it was super sweet.
Well, yeah, they have some. They literally just tell stories of, like, shit that they've looked at and they've kind of studied or heard about, and then they tell the story about the true crime, right?
Yeah. But it's
So-
like a horror comedy podcast.
Yeah.
So they joke around, they have a good time.
So we're coming for that number one top because we're putting that
For sure. That's
Yeah.
a
one
100%.
spot, not number one.
Yeah,
top.
look out. We got 300 listens. we're coming for you.
Well, speaking of death row,
Yeah.
I was informed and heard through the grapevine that you actually have a pen pal that you talk to on death row. Is that? Can we verify that? Is that true or?
Well, I don't talk to him. I write him.
Right.
So
Like,
what's
hey,
up?
bro, how's it been?
Hey, what's up, bro?
I guess
How's
I guess I talk out loud while I'm writing him.
Right.
Hey, bro. What's going on?
Hey, man.
It's been a while since
Just
I
bought some
talked to you.
cupcakes.
What you been doing?
Yeah.
Oh, same old shit. Okay.
Still in prison? That's wild.
That's crazy, man. Like,
Yeah, it is. I mean, it all started from going to school because I have a bachelor's in criminal justice, and that's also what kind of piqued my interest. Like when I started school back up, I said I'm going to do something that really interests me, and that was criminal justice.
Right.
So it kind of started off as not a school project, but like, hey, I want to try to write someone, talk to them, and just see where it goes from there. Write them and say, hey, I that was my initial letter was, hey, my name's Dom. I'm I major in criminal justice, blah blah. That's where I'm from. Just want to hit you up and say, hey, like maybe we could write each other. And yeah, we've been talking for probably like over a year. Yeah,
Wow,
just writing back and forth,
That's
like
awesome.
just shooting the shit, man. It's nothing crazy.
It's nothing crazy?
No, we don't talk about the case or anything like that.
Yeah,
I mean,
just-
he does a little bit, every once in a while he'll pop something in like, oh, working on my appeal, blah blah
Yeah.
blah. But he's not like this is what happened on the night of. He doesn't like cue the
Right.
creepy music, and it's not like that. But
Well, do you use your real address?
I do, yeah.
Really?
That's crazy.
I mean, he's not going anywhere. I know where he's at all times.
Right. I
know,
personally am a
it is-
They
bitch.
give him a call. It's just
Yeah.
like,
I mean,
an
it is-
inmate has been released from.
Yeah. Time to move. No, I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean, a lot of people, especially like, well, he's not like a serial killer.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Did he
So-
did he kill anyone?
Yeah, he killed 2 people.
Okay, great.
So, but he's not like a serial killer, like someone that you have to be like nervous of. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like,
Because he's
I
not.
mean,
gonna
maybe,
get
shit,
out.
maybe you do. I don't know, man.
Because he's so cool, right?
No, yeah.
he's the chillest dude. He likes
He's-
ice cream.
He's
He's
my boy.
really chill.
Yeah, he's my boy.
Yeah.
He's my boy.
He eats goldfish.
Yeah.
You know?
Love goldfish.
No. So I mean, you think about because like we've talked about with the like females writing the serial killers, and just like fans writing the serial killers, like trying to talk to them, trying to
Right.
write them, be like, hey, this is crazy. I want to try to hit you up. That's when people suggest like, hey, you should get like a PO box, right? Like you shouldn't use your real address. You should
Right.
do a PO box, and not let them know your real address, because you don't want to write fucking. When he was like Ted Bundy back in the day, you're not
right.
writing that motherfucker because he's
Also,
crazy.
Is Ted Bundy dead?
Yes,
Okay, cool.
Wait, how did Ted Bundy die?
he died. I don't know when I don't know how he died. He died in a.
Was
No,
it-
I
didn't
think he
he
got
hang
executed.
himself?
No, I think he got executed.
Was it lethal injection?
I think he died in
Sorry.
87.
Good
He's-
Google real
Are you gonna look it up?
Yeah,
Good
we got
Google
it.
real quick.
Tell me if I'm right.
Dude, if you're right.
89. So
Oh.
close. Yeah, he, after more than a decade of denials, before his execution in 1989, he confessed to 30 homicides that he committed in 7 states between 1974 and 1978.
You're my boy, Ted.
My boy.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Shout out Ted Bundy.
Shout out Ted Bundy.
Shout out.
Yada da me.
Dude, he has a fucking child. Rose Bundy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's
tough.
wild.
Yeah.
Imagine being the child of a serial killer.
So speaking of that,
Yeah.
my dad wasn't a serial killer, but
Speaking of being
of
child,
that,
I mean, it's been
Another-
alright.
another personal story. No, so you were asking about podcasts. So there's one out there that I haven't finished yet. I'm almost done with, but it's called The Happy Face Killer. And I don't know if you've
What's
heard
that
of him.
about? No.
So the podcast is actually from the point of view of his daughter. So his daughter hooked up with a podcaster, and they do this whole thing together, and they go into everything that her father did, right? It's this guy, Keith Jesperson, and he ended up killing multiple women, like raping and murdering like multiple women, and confessed everything, and he ended up dying, but I think it was natural causes. Like, he got a life sentence, but he died in prison. But the podcast is just episodes of like her finding out about what her dad did, and like the communication between those two, and like how she grew up and everything. So it's from the perspective of a child of a serial killer.
That's wild.
So it's kind of crazy. You get that.
That's something that you've
info.
never heard of before.
Yeah,
so
it's
like,
crazy.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Well, not nice, but it's intriguing.
Yeah. It draws you in, man. It's pretty insane.
Yeah. So I got a question, Dom.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think OJ did it?
No, I know he did it.
Yeah.
It's because he's white.
Because he's white,
Yeah,
dude.
that nigga did that shit.
Any answer that you're gonna give just would have been like,
because you're white.
Because you're white.
And then I would have said that nigga didn't do that shit.
That's fucked up, man. I'm the first and the last white man you're gonna have on this podcast.
Oh,
That's true.
Yeah,
I think it's true.
I don't know any other white people out here.
Yeah. We'll find one.
We'll put an ad out.
Yeah.
All right, so this goes out to all the white people in Hawaii. If you would like to
Hold
be
on,
on
let me
the
add some
podcast-
music real quick. Hold on.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
All right, so if you would like to be on this podcast, please subscribe,
Yeah.
donate,
Yeah.
and leave a message. And we always get back to every listener.
If you have something to talk about, please come
Yeah.
on the podcast and share it with us.
Exactly. If you have a topic you'd like to cover or anything like that, let us know. But I have a quick question. Speed round. Dom,
Yes.
what do you think would be the worst way to go, and how do you want to go if you were to get killed? You have to choose. You can't say, "Oh, I'd rather get suffocated." Like, nothing's
So it's
soft.
Killed by somebody, a person, or it could just be dying.
Dying. Let's say
Okay.
9.
So of course, the first thing that comes to mind is like a fire. I mean,
No one wants to be lit on fire.
no, dude. You ever burnt your finger on the fucking stove, dude?
Yeah, that shit
that shit
hurts.
hurts like a motherfucker,
Yeah.
dude. And that's the stove.
Right.
So
You ever
being
sit
in a
on the
fire,
stove?
but no.
All right, me neither.
No, okay, let's keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. So, one thing, trying to mix your worst fear, right?
Mhm.
So think about your worst fear mixed with dying.
Mhm.
So for me, I'm not gonna lie, man, and this is one reason why I love Hawaii. That's
You get
it.
to beat your fucking dick.
That's the reason. So
shout out Jamie.
shout out to Dick
Jameson.
Beaton. So I'm pretty terrified of snakes. Right? Are you guys scared of snakes?
Yeah, I've
Not
never
really.
been around.
I mean, I've
I've never
one.
been around too
Yeah,
many. So
we're from
California.
California. There's no snakes unless you go deep in the forest.
Okay, well, that Hawaii, there's 0 snakes, right?
There's no snakes out here.
You didn't
That's
know
a
that?
Fun fact.
Yeah, that's a fun fact for you. That's one fun fact,
That's
but we
one
got
fun
more
fact.
coming at you soon. So think about, have you ever seen like the pictures of like people getting eaten by snakes, like big ass fucking
boa
snakes?
constrictors.
Yeah, that would be. I don't know.
Would that be your worst way to go?
I mean,
You got to be some
Probably.
shit to get caught by a big ass.
Because
big
I'm-
ass snake.
because
like
I
that?
mean, I'm scared of like a little fucking baby snake that probably couldn't even like get my finger like in his mouth. Like,
Really?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
hate snakes, dude. They're just disgusting. So think about a huge snake where he opens his fucking mouth and it's as big as your head, and he can just clamp right on your fucking face,
But
bro.
don't they like? I don't know if they. You have to wait till they wrap around you.
Yeah, exactly. So they clamp onto you. They fucking grab onto your face.
Right.
He's biting your fucking face, and then he wraps around you. So you have this snake right in your fucking face,
Right.
and he's wrapped around you. He's squeezing the life out of you, and then he's like trying to just fucking like unhinge his jaw
Right.
Can you do that
and
one more
fucking
time?
You sound like my ex.
swallow your whole fucking head.
Yeah.
Mm.
You-
Like your-
might have
like
to
your
take
ex.
a-
That's exactly what she said.
Might have to take her home, but go ahead.
Yeah. No, I think it's terrifying, dude. I
That
mean,
sounds pretty fucking
The
crazy.
way that you describe the snake, I'd actually might take it out on a date or something. Like,
Yeah.
if they'll put down the whole head
like,
Yeah,
like,
on the first date.
on the first
bitch,
time.
I want you to unhinge that jaw. And I want to hear those noises.
Yeah.
She's just like, oh man.
My worst fear is getting stabbed.
Right in the kidney.
Because it's like,
It'd be bad, dude. Because it's so slow.
it's so slow and it's so painful.
and it's so personal, dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's so personal. It's like shooting. You just be like, boom, motherfucker. Like with a knife, like
You got it
you're
up
right up in
close.
them. Like most
Yeah.
likely, you're touching them and
doing it.
and going right in, dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's
I
tough.
hate
you
that.
stole mine, dude.
I'm sorry,
That's one
dude.
of mine. Stabbed in the
But
kidney.
stabbed, and then the best way to go, probably like if someone were to kill me, being poisoned. Or
yeah. Okay, I'll take that one.
or like an overdose, like some like fentanyl type shit.
For
okay,
sure.
that's fair.
I'd
sure.
say that.
Yeah, just like stops your heart.
Yeah, and like you're just like,
Yeah. What about like falling off like a really high building or like
that's scary,
skydiving
too.
with like
No, don't
falling-
you? You
'Cause
get
it's
adrenaline from that.
yeah, and it'd be a longer time that you know you're dying. You
and
know
then
what I mean?
landing on a fucking knife as you do.
Because
And there's a snake right there. waiting.
he bites you right before you land.
All right, so I would definitely say my biggest fear. I know this is weird, but it would be dark. So let's just say mine would be like you get kidnapped and you're blindfolded. You can't see shit. You don't know what the fuck is going on. You're captured.
Sounds kinky.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
saying,
like it.
like, all right, is that you, Monica? You know what I'm saying?
I know it's you.
I know it's you. But just like they're like you're just captured and tortured every day until you just have no will to live. That I think would be the worst way to go because you don't know when it's gonna end.
You're just openly accepting.
Oh,
dying.
so like
you're just ready
you
to
would
go.
ready to go. You would.
Yeah.
You think
So being
death
tortured
would be so much better than just to continue this life.
Yeah.
So,
No,
like, but
I
you've
can
been
see that.
blindfolded the whole time. Can't take it off. Just darkness from the
So
moment.
you don't even
got
know when it's
captured.
coming. You can just get a punch to the head. Like,
Yeah,
you don't know
something.
anything that's going on.
Something in a room full of snakes and knives
Dude,
in the
that
dark.
sounds horrible. Yeah, just find all of our worst fears and then just mix
Put
them
them
up
all
into
together,
one death,
yeah.
dude. Yeah, like just
Oh.
being dropped in a pit of snakes and you just have to stay in there until you're dead. So they're just fucking
And
Oh,
then someone
the
at
noises and
someone
the
at the
slithering.
top is throwing knives down.
just
Yeah.
just knife throwing, dude.
and it's
horrible.
personal. It's someone you know.
I thought we were boys, Danny.
Get the
Sorry,
shit.
bro. It's either you or me.
And
I
like
gotta throw these.
And it's like, so even if the knife doesn't hit you, it misses and pisses off a snake because it hits him in the head. So it makes it even worse, dude.
Yeah.
I think the best way to go would be climaxing into a heart attack.
Yeah.
Like you're like
The
you're
worst.
like-
You said the worst.
No, the
What did you say?
the best.
Oh,
best
okay.
way
okay.
to
So
go,
like
yeah.
you're like fucking, and your left arm just starts going numb.
And you're like,
And
oh,
you're
this
like,
is it.
it. I'm about to kill this shit. And then your grandma fucking walks in.
Yeah.
Oh, Grams.
Like, girl,
She's making you come again. That's
that's the best way to go.
well, all right. I think this is about it.
Yeah, that's it. You know, it was a great episode. Thank you, Dom, for coming in.
Yeah, I
tonight.
appreciate it, guys.
appreciate
Thank you
it.
for-
It
thank
was
you for having me on,
fucking
man.
Amazing,
It was awesome.
scary
I'm glad we can make it happen. Yeah.
episode. Murders and shit. Think about that.
Yeah.
Oh, I got chills
You got
again,
chills
man.
again?
Oh.
I can't wait for the next episode, man. I'm excited.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. We're gonna definitely go for something really good in October. But thank you guys for listening again. Follow us on Instagram
Right.
at Something Casual Podcast. S at the end of that. Also, please donate, subscribe.
Send us some emails too.
Send us
We're,
yeah, we
we're
would
at
love
something
that.
something casual podcast at gmail.com.
Yeah.
So,
You know, if you got a question you would like to hear, or who wants to do some research on a certain topic and talk about that, that'd be very great. But we appreciate you guys for listening in to us.
voice messages too, please.
Yeah, but you know, we appreciate everything, our fans, the love, the mail that's coming in, the donations to keep this liquor going. Yeah. I'm so dry right now.
Yeah. I think I got it. Hold on.
Hey, get it.
I keep hitting the mic and it sounds terrible.
Well, get your dick away from the mic.
Yeah, it's my bad.
Use the glass. But thank you again, Dom, for coming in.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, Danny.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. You know what I'm saying?
It's been something casual, like DMing Rose Bundy, who's Ted Bundy's daughter, for some nudes, you know?
Yeah, just, hey, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Let me see your titties.
Let me see them 36-year-old titties.
Yeah, or something casual, like bringing a CD player to a party and telling everyone to try on my headphones. But thank you guys for tuning in to listen.
Not as great as something casuals, but we'll get back.
Yeah, we'll get back to you. You know. Hey, wait. Fact of the day.
Oh, yeah. So if you don't learn anything from this podcast or don't enjoy it, I want you to at least go away with something. And, I just want you guys to know that kangaroos can't jump backwards. So you can pass that on. Pass it on to a friend. Bring it up at a party.
Yeah, break the ice.
And I don't want you guys to go home empty-handed.
Yeah.
So you got a fucking fun fact.
Use that as an icebreaker. Hey,
you
girl,
go.
did you know kangaroos can't jump backwards?
Damn, really? They can't?
Nope, but I can jump in that ass.
Oh.
See what I did there? You know what I'm saying?
All right.
All right. Well, good night and good day to you guys.
Bye.